How's it going? You got Seb.Brantigan from Ipswich, United Kingdom, and I want to thank you for checking out this training. I really hope you're about to get some value because in a second, I'm going to show you the exact formula that I use to generate 92 leads in a period of 48 hours. I used no paid marketing. I didn't do any three-way calls, no hotel meetings. I literally just used my Facebook account and I made one status post. And from that one status post that maybe took a minute to write, 45 seconds possibly, I generated 92 leads. Incoming inquiries, by the way, for free. And I want to show you, some of the ways that I did that. So let's jump right into it. So you probably already have a Facebook account. In fact, I think that might be how we got connected. Maybe you saw one of my ads, or maybe you just came across this training somehow on one of my websites. It doesn't really matter how you got here, but I'm assuming you have a Facebook account and I'm assuming you use it for business. If not, then it is a great tool that you can start using in order to generate some leads. So I'm going to actually show you how I make that possible and how I turn, friends on Facebook into incoming inquiries and prospects for my business. Okay, so it's very, very simple. So this is my Facebook account, as you can see. And what I do in order to attract the right business owners and generate leads is I post content that I know people will find valuable. Not just people, my ideal target market. Okay, most people, maybe you think this as well, maybe you know someone, or maybe you're in a company and the ethos is around, hey, talk to everyone about your business, talk to everyone about your product and service, because maybe your product or service or business is for everyone. Maybe that's true. But you have to get very, very specific on who your target market is. My favorite target market is other network marketers, other home-based business owners, because I know their pain is very predictable. They're lacking leads or they're lacking cash flow to keep their business running. Okay, someone who maybe has not started a business yet, that is not always my target market, because I know that person, they don't have business experience, they might be skeptical, they might have a lot of objections. There's basically an extra step required in order to, it's almost like you're convincing someone. Okay, you're convincing someone to start a business, and then you have to kind of sell them on why they should be working the business. But if you're talking to an existing business owner, there's one less step you have to do, because that person understands compensation plans. They understand about mindset, personal development. There's just a lot less you have to do in terms of actually explaining things. So I find it a lot easier to talk to existing network marketers, existing business owners, and I post content that I know will actually help them to grow their business. So I give them some value. So I'm going to demonstrate some of that in this short training here. And hopefully by the end of it, you have a better idea of how to generate leads, how to find the right target market, and really grow your business in a way that is much better than it may be right now. So this is my Facebook account, and you'll see a couple of different posts that I do. So this is a blast out to my email list. I'll maybe cover email marketing in another training, another time. And it's the same with blogging. I create lots of content on my blog. I blog several times a week. You don't have to do that. That's not necessary. You can just use your Facebook account. But I like to expand my reach and create blog posts that I know people will find in Google, YouTube. It doesn't really matter, but I like to create content on lots of different platforms. Again, not necessary, but it's just one of the things that I like to do. Okay, and I'll get into that another time. So here's an interview I did with someone. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is posting content that I know other business owners will find valuable, useful, whether it's marketing, whether it's mindset. It really doesn't matter. Okay, it has to be something, well, it does matter in a way. It doesn't matter too much about whether it's mindset or marketing, but it has to be something that a business owner would find beneficial to growing their business, or maybe it's something more beneficial to growing their mindset. Okay, but you have to always think about who is your target market and what do they want. Okay, that's, if you don't get anything else from this training, understand those two things. Who is your target market? Get very, very specific. Imagine if your target market was a real person. How old would this person be? Would they be married? Do they have kids? Do they own their house? Do they rent? What car do they have? What haircut do they have? You can get very, very specific. So that's actually a task that I would like you to do, is get a piece of paper out and get a pen and actually draw out who your target market is and all of the different characteristics that your ideal business partner or customer has. Okay, so that's a little bit of homework for you that will really benefit you if you do it. Okay, you can understand who your target market is, and then you can create content that that person would love to see, would find interesting, and would really help them to better their life. So going back to the 2 steps. So who is your target market and what do they want? Those are 2 very key things. Okay, now I know that other business owners are always looking for training, and that's why I do things like blog posts. You'll see in a second, I do post on Facebook as well. You know, I do actually do training on Facebook, so I might do Facebook posts that are value-based, that have some, you know, marketing and mindset tips in them. I've actually just moved house, so there won't be too many of those in the last couple of days. But here's an example. Actually, this is a great example. I forgot I posted this. So I wrote here, if I started doing a marketing and mindset podcast where you can suggest a topic, would you listen to it? I was thinking of calling it the Britpreneur Balcony Podcast due to wanting to maximize the use of my new balcony. What are your thoughts? Would you tune in, and do you like the name? If the views are really decent, referring to the views from the balcony, I might do a video instead of audio. And it already got some comments. A few people commented. In fact, Doug James, who's a very successful marketer, is actually he wants to collaborate, as you can see here. So you might get, you know, Doug and I are connected on Facebook. We've known each other for a while, so you won't get total strangers asking you that. Not necessarily. It's possible. Okay, I've had complete strangers approach me. As you saw about the interview, a few status posts up. I didn't actually know the guy. He reached out to me and wanted to do this interview. So, you know, that can actually happen. But at the same time, if you connect with the right people, then you're going to get opportunities like this just coming to you. Okay, so you know, you can see I got a little bit of interaction here. We've got 12 likes, the shares with me, but we've got some comments. So why don't we look at the comments? Okay, now if you're wondering how to actually find these people, some great places I would recommend looking in are fan pages where these people would hang out. Okay, most network marketers, business owners, they like Robert Kiyosaki, Brian Tracy, Donald Trump, maybe for his, you know, even if they're not into him politically, they might respect his business acumen. You know, all kinds of entrepreneurs, Tony Robbins, you know, there's so many, Eric Worre, you know, just write down a list, do some research while you're writing out your target market. Why not also write down different things that this person, your ideal prospect, you know, different people or resources they actually tap into consistently. So, you know, do they read Tony Robbins books? Do they attend his seminars? All kinds of different things that this person absorbs, and you can actually go and find this person. So we can type in Tony Robbins, if I can type. Tony Robbins. Facebook changed the layout, so hopefully you can actually find the fan page here. Okay, it looks like we can. So we can actually go onto Tony Robbins' fan page. And what I would like to do, or what I like to do, if I'm growing my audience, is I would go through and see what kind of content Tony Robbins has shared, and I would go ahead and interact with some of the comments. Okay. So we can see here, this person's got 24 likes. Now, what you want to do is post a comment like Lisa's posted. Okay, this is a great example. Now, you might not have seen Tony Robbins before, but if you write a very, you know, very value-based comment, okay, a comment rather than just saying, "Yay, this is great," or "Woohoo," or "Awesome," be a bit more elaborative. She got 24 people liking that comment because she really threw her enthusiasm about Tony Robbins into this comment, as you can see here. So if you want to get the same interaction, then I would do the same thing. I would spend a bit of time writing a, you know, very thoughtful comment that people would love to read, offer a few tips perhaps, you know, and you'll get people liking your comment. And then what I would do, and this is the same if I post a status post and people interact with it, I would actually go and see who interacted with it and reach out to them. You can do this on the fan page as well. You can, so let's click this. And let's say that was me who wrote that comment. Well, me and Shara are already friends, but I would actually go and add these different people. And I wouldn't do it too quickly. Facebook tends to, it tends to tell you off if you're adding too many people too quickly. So I would maybe add a couple of people. It helps if you have mutual friends. If not, it's less likely that they will actually add you or, accept your friend request. So I would definitely put your focus on mutual friends. And if you've got a new profile, you probably won't have mutual friends. So you might just have to, add one or two people, go take a break, do something else, come back and, add a couple of people. Maybe keep this page open so you can, consistently see who's liking your comments. I tend to do that on my Facebook page as well, on my profile. And, I would then, see if they accept your friend requests. And if they do, message them and say, hey, so let's say Shiara liked my comment. I would message her and say, hey, Shiara, thanks for liking my comment. How's it going? How's your day so far? You could say, how's your weekend been? Or how's your weekend going? Or maybe if you really want to get very, if you want to get a great response, you can spend a bit of time going onto their profile and seeing what they've been up to. So I think she's just, you can obviously see she's wearing the Hawaiian wreath, I don't know how you pronounce it, what it's called, but she's obviously, I know that she's been to Hawaii, so I would say, how's it going? Are you having fun in Hawaii? Or what are you up to in Hawaii? And that's as simple as that. And then I would have a bit of a, conversation, a bit of a dialogue, and really get to know the person, see, really see where they're at in terms of their life, their business, and just see if I can help. I don't go in and pitch them, okay? Even if I know the person quite well, I like to still, break the ice a bit, see how that person's doing, be genuinely interested, and then see if they're having an issue that I can solve, whether it's with my business, with my product, service, it doesn't matter. And there might be times where that's not the case, where I catch up with them, they're doing awesome in every area of life. Well, that's great. We just stay connected, okay? Because that might change down the line. People tend to, my millionaire mentor said, people tend to go through peaks and valleys. So, one point in their life, they might be making a 7-figure per year income. They're happily married, and they're living in their dream house. And then 3 months later, they're divorced. They lose all their money. It happens, so if you're staying connected with people, you're focusing on that relationship, then 3 months later, when everything goes 180, everything is not going the way they want, they might be the person, that wants to connect with you. Okay, they want to connect with you because you didn't run in there and try and pitch them on your business immediately. Okay, they might even approach you and say, hey Seb, I know you actually run a business. I'm actually looking for extra income. Can you give me some advice? Can you help me out? I've had this happen a bunch of times. So it really can happen. So it's very simple. And this is how I generate leads. Now, how I actually generated 92 leads in 48 hours is one of my friends, Aaron Parker, he did a Snapchat training, okay? And all I did was I posted on my Facebook wall, I said, literally, it took 45 seconds. I said, I just learned how to generate leads on Snapchat. Who would like access to the exclusive training that shows you how to get leads for any business for free using no paid marketing and without even needing a blog or a website? Comment yes if you want access to the training. And I had rows and rows of comments. 92 people requested more information about the training. Incoming inquiries. Could you imagine that for your business? So, all 92 people got the training. We had some great feedback from it, but I didn't even do the training myself. I was just helping a friend out, and I got an amazing response. So I was able to connect with 92 people in 48 hours, and it was incredible. So could you imagine if you could do even 10% of that? I mean, you can't connect with 9.2 people, but imagine if you only generated 10 leads that day, or 10 leads in 24 hours. There's 10 people in 48 hours that you could connect with that are approaching you wanting more information about growing their business. That's a very targeted lead. If someone is approaching you, that's the way you want it to be, okay? Because that person is hunting you down, they're pursuing you rather than you chasing them and having to convince them. So anyway, that's basically what I do, and that's how I generated 92 leads in 48 hours. So if you found this training helpful, please leave a comment below. There should be a little Facebook box. There is also a way you can get access to more training like this, by being part of our team, where we actually show you step by step what to say to people once you reach out to them. There's a very methodical way that we actually talk to leads, qualify them, what are the right questions, how to see if someone's really a fit or not for your business, as well as the mindset of a top recruiter. So we actually teach all of this within our private mastermind. Now there is a link below to, for more information on that. And there is also a link to my personal Facebook page. But before you go ahead and check out what I'm doing, I would really advise you to message me on Facebook. Why don't you, send me a friend request on my personal profile. You might have found me on my fan page, so make sure we're connected on my personal profile, and then send me a message. Drop me an inbox, and I would definitely get back to you. I'm quite active on my personal page, so I'd love to hear from you. Love to have you, connected on there, and really get to know you if we've not spoken before. So I can learn a bit more about what business you're growing, where you're at, and then see if I can help in any way. So again, there's more information on what it is that I do. And within our team training, we do actually show you very specific strategies for any business, and it's all through social media. We don't do any paid marketing. We don't hire any agencies or anything like that to do our marketing. We all use Facebook, and it's very, very easy. And you can actually use Facebook to recruit new reps in as little as 6 to 45 minutes without rejection. We actually show you step by step how to do it. So there's more information on that below, but also send me a message on Facebook so we can get connected on there as well. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Hopefully this training has helped you tremendously. I would love to know your feedback if it has, and we'll see you on the inside. Take care for now. Bye-bye.